Alright, what's going on, everybody? We are gonna get the truck ready so we can go plow. We are expecting about a foot of snow and 3 different snowstorms over the next 30 some hours. So I figured it'd probably be a good time to just check over the truck real good. We gotta get the plow hooked up. Tyler just stopped by and helped me throw my spreader on, so we still gotta get that plugged in, strapped down. But yeah, we've been hit pretty hard with snow here lately, so we've been running our tails off. We finally was able to track down some sand and some salt. I got a little stockpile for the week. It's salt and sand is pretty fierce around here right now, and hopefully the parts come in for our plow, because as you can tell, this A-frame bracket here is bent from where I slammed the ditch Thursday, I believe it was. You guys have already seen that video, and I have a video of us fixing this. We tried forever to get that thing bent back, and I can't seem to get it bent the right way. When I have the plow tilted all the way to the passenger side, that side sticks up about 6 inches. But if I'm running straight or I have it turned to the driver's, it's flat all the way across. I'll show you when we get it hooked up here. But yeah, so hopefully my parts are in tomorrow. I had them expedited, so I don't know if they'll be in or not, but I need to check the fluids in this girl and make sure she's all ready, because she's probably gonna be running from about, I think we're gonna have to go out about 3 a.m. and we'll probably be out for at least 24-30 hours straight. Big thing about our plowing we don't do a whole lot of like commercial parking lots or anything. We do mainly rental cabins, and let me tell you, if you've watched any of my videos before, they're all hills, so it's not fun. I think next year what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to have a side-by-side dedicated for our cabins. Oil's good. Transmission's on the dipstick, and that's the proper way to check it. I'll check it when I'm filling up at the gas station tonight. Plenty of power steering fluid. Pulling where it needs to be. Brake fluid. I just did all the tires and stuff yesterday, so that's good. We gotta check our lights. Make sure all our... we'll check our lights once we get the plow hooked up. I'm pretty sure all our lights were working. We've been running in the day, so we haven't had to have any lights for night. Hopefully, I've had the plow off once since I bent the frame on it. Seemed to go back on fairly easy with no difficulty, so I'm hoping that it'll do the same again tonight. Because the plow, when I first got it years ago, I've had that plow for about, I'd say 10 years or so. And man, when I first got it, that thing was the biggest pain in the butt to get on. I need to get that terminal cleaned off. It's got a little corrosion. It's not that bad, but it was the biggest pain in the butt because I never had an all level floor to put it on. I've had this plow since I still lived at home with my parents and stuff, and I used to always try to put it on in the driveway. And man, if you're not 100% level clear across the truck, I think is the biggest pain in the butt to put on. But so we usually, I ain't like most people just run all salt and stuff, and we run mainly sand, because the salt, it just, once it thaws out, it just ruins the driveways. So we got about 50% of our stuff's asphalt, well, I wouldn't even say 50%. Majority of it's sand, or hill, or gravel, sorry, geez, can't talk tonight. But we gotta use that. I mean, it gives you traction and does a whole bunch better job than the sand. Plus, it don't kill the driveway. So, all right. Well, let's get this plow rolled over here and get it hooked up. A-frame bent. Well, one side's locked in. Let's see if we can get the other side locked in. That side, see if we can get this side hooked up first. See how locking pin's pretty level, somewhat there. And it's cocked way down there. That's the problem we're running into with this bent A-frame. tweak. Get a zip tie. I had to rewire this a few years ago. When I did, I left me some extra wire in case something ever happened when I was out plowing. I could at least get into the truck with the wire. So alright, let's get a zip tie for that. Always keep a jack on your truck because you never know when you're going to have to drop your plow. Fortunately, I've had to drop it a couple times. You ever do fight putting your plow on and off, get you a set of these rollers and they make all kinds of difference. Plus, you know, in the winter the plow usually lives inside, so it allows me to roll it around the shop and get it out of the way. But we'll drop the plow. And see if you see it all the way across there. It's pretty level. I do have some broken welds there from when I smashed the ditch. This is actually some of my first welding project about a few years ago, building these extenders on it. Because my original truck I used to plow with wasn't a dually, and then I bought a dually after that, so the plow wasn't wider in the rear tire, so I welded the extensions on it, and then now I don't have a dually again. So, but let's I'll show you. I don't think I can't remember, but it's all laying flat down through there. Turn it all the way to this side, still flat all the way across. And when you turn it to this side, this is when she becomes noticeably tweaked. See how much of a gap it's got over there. But we tried everything. We tried, you'll see in the video, but we jacked this side up. I brought my tractor over and put down pressure on this. And right now I think it's probably roughly 4 to 5 inches off the ground or so. And originally it started out at about 6. We got it bent clear down to like 3 1/4, and then we started going backwards. It started going back up. So I don't know. We've had to plow off. We went all through it. And these arms are the only thing we've noticed that look tweaked. So hopefully I ordered the right part. It'll be hopefully in tomorrow. So let's straighten this back out. Oh yeah. We need to put our locking pins in. This one's kind of boogered up. Pain in the butt to get in sometimes. Get you your good old persuader device. This latch is bent. I think maybe I caught it one day moving the plow with the force on the tractor or something. You got swayed that locking pin in. Which hopefully when I tear all this apart, I doubt I'll do it tomorrow because I'm more than likely going to be running for about 30 hours straight or so just to stay up with everything, because it's Valentine's week and what I do mainly is cabin maintenance and cleaning. We got a bunch of rental cabins in the Hocking Hills, and that's what my company's based on. One thing, we offer snow removal, and this is our slow season, but with it being Valentine's Day, all of our cabins are pretty busy, so we got to make sure the guests can get in and out of their driveways and the whole 9 yards, so we got to stay on top of it. But that pretty much completes hooking this plow up. And you know, one thing, I mean, looking at this, other than painting these, this plow, me and Tyler were doing the math on it, or not really the math, but trying to remember when I did buy this thing. I bought it brand new, and I've had it for 10 years, and I plowed every single winter other than last winter and the first year I got it. We just didn't get no snow those years, and I've never had a paint job done, never painted it or anything. And I think the big key to this is my dad told me first year I got it, you know, when I put it away for the summer, what I ended up doing was I coated the whole thing down in motor oil, used motor oil, and I've done that every year, and I've never had to repaint it, and it's stayed really in good tip-top shape. So had really good luck with this plow. Alright, let's get our solder plugged in and all that good jazz. A good place to stick you. This truck's all aluminum. Basically what I did this year was I added lights to my salt spreader, because I have this plug, it comes out that connects to my gooseneck and my flatbed trailer, so I have lights at night on them, so I just utilize that, and now we got lights on the salt spreader as well. Alright, these are hooked up. Catching no wires or anything. straps hooked up. Here. One thing I did do was I built this year so I could raise this salt spreader up, because this one I've never ripped the motor off of or anything, but my first salt spreader I ever had, man, I ripped the motor off that thing all the time, and I wasn't backing into anything either. The big thing was it just set so low and pulling in and out driveways. As you can tell, this bracket's been all bent up. But the biggest reason for two big reasons for doing this is raising it up so this is less likely, and so I can get this. Don't mind it's all rusty, it needs a coat of paint. I just threw that together with some square tubing and a D-ring. But so I got a place to hook to because you know, I'm out and about driving country roads, you know, all night and during snowstorms and stuff, and I'm one of them nice guys that will stop and help somebody out of the ditch if I can. Kind of really irks me. I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to go driving around just to help people, and it seems like this day and age no one wants to help anyone anymore unless they're opening up their pocketbook, and it's ridiculous. You know, if they give me some money, cool. If they don't, oh well, I'm just trying to help you, or help people, I guess. But yeah, so let's kick our lights on, make sure all our lights are working. Alright, our bumper lights are working. And our things, I don't run my bumper lights at night or with the plow on, because during transport they don't benefit at all. Let's see if our rears are on. Yeah, so these are the lights I added to it this year. Those are ones that are always on my truck. Let's see if our strobes and everything are working. I built this little box here to house all my switches and my solder, and these two are for my strobes and my lights. Those are working. The ones in the lights, it's a Canadian company sells it. It's just a little module, and you tap it right into your regular lights, and it turns your regular lights into it. I've had many strobe lights over the years, and you end up having problems, and it fogs up your lenses because you got drill holes and you don't get them seated right. And then that one up there is the other way. I think I run green and yellow. I wondered for years why DOT always ran your plow trucks and stuff that are on your highway, why they always ran green. And I got to reading into it, and then once I found out why, it made sense. Is your eyes are more, you catch the green more than you do the yellow or amber or clear. So I switched over to green. Just kind of personal preference, I guess. All right, let's turn our salt spreader on and see if it is working. Sometimes, nope, it's not. Let's turn it up. Still nothing. Huh, that's not very good. See what we can figure out. Maybe just a little loose connection. So, but yeah, I think is there any more? Probably should throw our shovels in. Tyler's ready for him on his side to reach down and grab. Got mine on my side. Need to throw our pusher in. I built this probably 5-6 years ago. Man, does this thing come in extremely handy. Built it all out of scrap wood somewhere, but we have pushed a bunch of snow with this thing. This was one of the tools we was using on my good old ditch experience I had there last week. We legitly had a 1/4 mile long driveway. I mean, this thing was straight up and down. We shoveled the whole freaking driveway by hand because I always plow going up the hill and coming back, and then just drive back down. I'll probably end up usually plowing back out. But yeah, I didn't do that on this one. Never been to the property. You know, I've said it in my other video, but I'd never been to the property and just was in a hurry. It drives me nuts. I always, you know, my dad always told me just slow down, concentrate on what you're doing. Don't ever be in a race on this kind of stuff because it's dangerous. And yeah, I just was an idiot and I went up, and actually me and Tyler, I decided to drive up at first, so I just pushed coming back down because I didn't really know where when I got to the top, where I was going to push the snow or anything. And we started up the first portion of the hill, and he's like, or I said, or he said, man, this is a lot steeper than what it looked from the road. I'm like, yes, it is. And we got the first portion, we started going around this hairpin corner, and then it's just straight up. And I should have just tried to stop right then and there, but it's probably best I just kept on going up, looking back on it now, because the driveway was a solid sheet of ice underneath, and I would have just slid whoop right back down. And yeah, just would have been a good thing. It just about as it was. It couldn't have gone no better than what it did, I guess, should I say. So I mean, I could have, you know, hurt my truck or hurt me or Tyler, and thank goodness I didn't do that. So but yeah, I got my wife's car. It looks like she's got a bird sleeping in her front end. But yeah, well, this video, I've been going for like 31 minutes now. Didn't really plan on it being this long, but I figured I'd bring you guys out and show you, what it takes to get the plow hooked up and listen to me talk a little bit. I don't do a whole lot of talking in my videos. I'm still in the getting used to talking to a camera phase. So I'll show you guys how I run my camera outside. I got a waterproof case on it, but I built this contraption here, so I just magnetize it there, and I took a mount, and I drilled a hole through it and riveted that on. And then what I do is I just keep my thing like that. The clip. Turn that around like that. Clip it there. Clip it there. Clip this there. So that way, this thing falls off, just will dangle there. See a bunch of people lose their cameras. I watch a lot of YouTube. See a bunch of people, it's kind of hard one-handed. See a bunch of people lose their cameras, and actually, Captain Kleeman started doing this. I actually bought them online. I was gonna buy them, but I ended up having the wire in stock, so I just did it this way. Oh, it was a pretty good idea. I'm really new to this YouTube stuff, and kind of just doing it on a budget, I guess you would say. But kind of like a pretty fun little hobby. Starting to really enjoy it. And when this video airs, I'll have more videos out, but I've got a pretty good collection of videos that I haven't posted nothing yet, and I'm gonna start posting hopefully in the next couple days. After filming this, I got a couple videos uploading. I got them all unlisted right now, but I want to have a good stash of little videos so I can upload regularly, and I'm not pressed for producing any videos or anything. I know I don't have any followers at the moment when I'm shooting this right now, but I hope to, and hope that I can bring everybody on my day-to-day stuff, and I try to do that. I'm kind of all over the place with what we do, but a little bit of what I carry with me is of course my handheld GoPro here, and this is my little thing. I got all my charged batteries, my mic, my media mic for this GoPro, but since I know I'll be plowing, I went ahead and put it in a waterproof case because I ain't really worried about the audio. I got a little stand that just came with a kit. I got my pliers because I kept having problems with all my stuff coming loose. Little 3 battery charger. I got a battery pack in there to charge them, a couple extra SD cards, a reader for my SDs, and a few other little things. And yeah. Well, you guys got me talking pretty good, so we'll fire this GoPro up and I'll show you guys what I carry around with me on a day-to-day. It's just a GoPro Hero 7 Black. That's what both my cameras are. I got a microphone mod and all this. This was actually kind of stole it from Dirt Perfect, Captain Kleeman, and I think Jason Works a lot runs these as well. I actually got this from them when they did a pod, or you know, what their camera equipment is. The only thing I added was I have gotta shut that off. The only thing I added was on this magnet, I added a bigger magnet on top of it with a rubber seal, because one of the first times I ever video I didn't even try to do anything with, but I set my GoPro right here, or well, on the side of a vehicle, because I was working on it and I couldn't get it off, and when I pulled it off, I ran a scratch right there. And so I got it with a extra magnet that I had laying around with a rubber piece on it, so hopefully I don't do any more scratching. And yeah. We got the Explorer. We're still it's in the process of getting fixed. I bought this thing years ago for like $500. The only thing wrong with it was someone slid off the road and bent the rear trailing arm, and I fixed that, and then I drove it as a daily for a little while, just gas saver, I guess, and then it kind of turned into like a company vehicle, as you'd say, and ended up blowing the head gasket, and I completely went through the motor. I don't have no videos of that. That was before I got into YouTube. So I got some videos that'll be coming out that are the end stages of putting the motor back together. And so my plan is for this is I got 5 kids, and we live real close to a couple unmaintained county roads, and we go down there and play. And one of my Rangers that I have, and I want to be able to take all the kids with me, so I'm trying to make it as good as I can. I got all new struts, new CV axles, wheel bearings, tie rod ends, upper and lower control arms, ball joints, absolutely replacing everything on it. I'm putting a 3-inch lift on it, not sure what size tires yet. Once I get the lift on and installed, I'll figure it out. This is just kind of something me and, well, mainly Zach's doing during our fill-ins from other stuff. We got a pile of old parts there that came off of it, and more parts to go on it over here. Got the bumper off because I got a Ford Ranger. It used to be one of our company trucks, and thing is in great shape drivetrain wise, but the body's falling off the thing. It's just completely gone. I got an aftermarket front bumper, so I'm going to see if I can rig it up to put it on here, because this is kind of going to be a spare company vehicle, as you call it, and take my kids and have fun, because it is a third row and I can get them all in seat belts. And you know, I might eventually someday put a roll cage in it and everything, but I ain't going to that extreme right now. So, but yeah, and got all that stuff back there that the bicycle's sitting on. It's all flooring for 2 of our jobs we got going on right now. We've been so busy, and we got so many jobs going on right now, and we just can't keep up, because, you know, I tell everybody, as long as it don't snow, you know, we'll be on the jobs. Man, it's just been snowing like crazy, and we we can't get to the jobs. So we will have to, the one job is in a time frame, so we will have to do that. I think we're starting that next week, because we actually it's a rental cabin again, and we have to put it on maintenance hold so it don't book. So we only have a short window of time, so we'll have to get it done. So we might just have to burn some of the midnight oil to get it done if we're having to plow or other stuff, you know, because we're on call. So there's always things to be done. So, but yeah, that's I think I got to wrap it up. We've been jabbering and forever, but I think that's a good thing. I'm getting used to this. Talking to the camera, I'm not real used to it yet, and I'm kind of shy about talking in front of people, except for Zach and my wife. But my other employees, I am. So, but yeah. Thanks for sticking around. If you stuck around as long to listen to me talk, and we'll have some footage of this thing in action tomorrow. Well, probably tonight. I need to probably get in, get a shower, and get to bed, because our snow's 7 o'clock, and I think the snow's coming about 3 a.m. Alright, well, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And thanks for watching.